Just bloody finished fixing the car, champion. What do you reckon? Never do that again. Hey guys, welcome back to a brand new video here on the channel. And welcome to a new segment that I'm gonna call Artist Spotlight. Clever, I know. And essentially it's unboxing beautiful pieces from independent artists because I love having other artists' work in my collection. It's one of those things where you make your own dinner and you don't really appreciate it, whereas someone else makes you dinner and it tastes so much fucking better. There's a lot of shit going on in the background. I've got my Christopher Reeve Superman, the movie costume. I've also got my life-size Freddy mannequin. And I'm also gonna be doing a video on with my Nightmare on Elm Street 1 collection, just purely the Elm Street 1 stuff in the lead up to the 40th anniversary and really dissect this guy, the work that went into him, all the artists involved that helped bring this thing to life. But today, we're gonna be doing a Halloween 1978 themed unboxing on behalf of my dear friend, Viktor André, who is based in Norway, who has Val Horror Props. Now, for a good couple of months, Viktor has been sculpting a Castle Stretch Michael Myers mask. Now, by Castle Stretch, I mean when Nick Castle sported that original 1975 Captain Kirk mask in Halloween 1978. Because of his longer face, the mask then distorted on his head, creating what we call the Castle Stretch. And then when Dick Warlock jumped in for Halloween 2, he had a much wider face, and then that caused the mask to stretch outwards. So we have the Castle Stretch and the Warlock Stretch. But before we get to the unboxing, I want to talk about these beautiful replica 78 coveralls that I'm wearing from Connor Patrick over at Creepy Customs. Now, the original coveralls that Nick Castle sported in the original Halloween film were Tex Green Sears Tradewear coveralls. And for the longest time, I'm talking like early 2000s, probably even later, the early days of michaelmyers.net and the forum days, people would always argue what type of coveralls were used and what the color was. Well, a few years ago, Connor actually tracked down the same make and model screen accurate coveralls and makes high-end replicas of them, like even down to the button here, the same style and pattern of button, which is crazy because while some look similar, it varies with how the snap fasteners are, and the one that Nick Castle wore has this very same look right here. Now, this is a 42. I'm usually a 40, and Connor's like, well, you know, it was pretty baggy on Nick Castle, so I'll send you that one. And I actually had to take this to the tailors and get the bottoms done because I'm a little bit shorter than Nick Castle. I believe Nick Castle's a pretty good 5'10". I'm 5'9", and that can make all the difference. And when I put them on, it looks fine up here, but down here, I look like a fucking clown. It was just baggy, and I had to get them taken in. But I love these, and he's even matched the color. So the color will shift a lot when you see people have these in hand. It goes from a blue to a green. He's even weathered it himself down to this little tear that you see here on the elbow. You see it in the film. You know how much of a stiff one I crack over weathering, accuracy and stuff like that? The man's onto it. So he not only does 78 stuff, he does Rob Zombie stuff, he does the David Gordon Green trilogy stuff. He's all over it. He is the go-to coverall guy. So this is going to accompany this very special unboxing. Now, before we get on with the unboxing, I asked Viktor to do a little video segment to introduce himself, what he's all about, and what he also offers apart from this Castle Stretch mask that he has named the Hallway Reaper because it's based off that one badass shot of Nick Castle at the top of the stairs after Tommy says to Laurie, "You can't kill the boogeyman." And as Laurie turns around, you see Nick Castle there in all his glory, and just the way the light is hitting the mask, the Castle Stretch, everything. It is, and amongst other people, my favorite shot of Michael Myers from Halloween 1978. But anyway, take it away, Viktor.
What's going on YouTube? This is Viktor André, owner of Val Horror Props. Huge shout out to you, Chris, for wanting me to introduce myself and add this little add-on to the video. Well, this video is of course all about the Hallway Reaper 1978, my newest mask sculpt. This mask was inspired by the hallway scene in Halloween 1978, where Tommy says to Laurie, "You can't kill the boogeyman," and you see Michael come up the stairs, and there he is, Michael Myers in all his glory, Nick Castle giving the mask its famous Castle Stretch. So I went out on this adventure to sculpt this by hand, ground up sculpt using monster clay, oil-based clay, and I did do a prototype, had to do some changes, and of course ended up with this. This is unstuffed, but you can see it has the nice stretch going on. Here you can see it in blank form, which you of course also got, Chris. And in the community, I'm mostly known for making these gloves from the Blumhouse trilogy. and now I have adventured into mask making. And my first mask was of course the John Carver replica mask, which is also something I'm very proud of. And I also do mask rehauls. This is an H40, work in progress. So yeah, huge shout out to you, Chris, for wanting me to introduce myself. Based in Norway, every item is handmade. And here you can see the Hallway Reaper, which this video is all about. Huge shout out, Chris, thank you so much. And you can find me on Instagram at val_horror_props. And hopefully I talk to you all soon.
So I've got the aircon cranking in here because it is starting to really warm up here in Sydney, and it doesn't help that you got these coveralls on. So from what I remember, we have the mask itself. We also have a blank casting that Victor would love me to do a custom collectible on, and I'd be honored to. I believe an eye plate, and I think that's pretty much it. But what I love, he's written fragile everywhere, and he's also put fragile art inside. I love that. I should be doing that on all my boxes that I ship out when I get an Etsy order. So that way USPS doesn't fucking play soccer with my boxes. So what we're gonna do is unbox all the pieces. I'm gonna show you some turnarounds out here, and then we're gonna go into my study where I usually film everything so we can control the lighting, you know, with blues and stuff like that, and really showcase how this mask shifts in its look, in its color, everything like that, much like the original Hero mask. Keep in mind, it was pretty much just a stark white, but because of Dean Cundy's brilliant photography and lighting and stuff like that, the mask sometimes looks great, it looks blue. Anyway, we're gonna get on with the unboxing. So I'm very excited. And what I love is the details that Victor has put into it. And he's also gone back to the drawing board and retooled the initial sculpt because he wasn't happy with it. And it's one of those things where an artist's work is never really truly finished, but at some point you just have to walk away. But I think the end result speaks for itself. And what I love, so many people tackle the castle stretch and they all bring something beautiful and different to the table. When I saw Victor's sculpt, it just stood out to me and I'm like, I like that. I like the distortion of the mouth. It looks brilliant, and with some great lighting, it'll just look $1 trillion. So we've got, as he's written here, Happy Halloween. So I'll hold this up to the camera here. So, oh wow, okay. We've got some stuff here. We've got some goodies here. Fantastic. Hello there, Chris. This is a thank you for all the amazing content you have given me and so many others throughout the years. Appreciate you and all your work. Enjoy these masks and have a happy spooky season. God bless, Victor. Dude, that's so sweet of you. Like, look at that as well. There's a little sticker there of Michael. I don't want to tear this, but it's the only way I'm going to get it open. Oh, okay, the sticker comes off. Wow. All right, so I'm going to bring this up to the camera here. So we've got some stickers here with his logo, Val Horror Props. And there's the Hallway Reaper, and as he said in the video, he also offers the David Gordon Green trilogy hands. Ah, wow, that's great. So some behind the scenes photos of Vic sculpting the mask in clay form. Just the way the lighting hits it, the shadows, the cheeks, everything. Love it. That's why it just stood out to me. I just absolutely loved it. That's great. Some Norwegian candy inside. That's beautiful, man. Actually, let's try this. I want to try this. Is this chocolate? Oh, hell yeah. Norwegian chocolate. Oh. Oh, man. Oh, fuck, that's good. That's so good. Beats our chocolate. Fun fact, Australian chocolate has an additive in it because it gets so hot here that makes it taste different, but also that additive prevents it from melting at certain temperatures. And that's why ours doesn't taste the greatest. That is quality. Man, it's hot. What temperature do I fucking have this aircon on? So we also have a certificate of authenticity. This is to certify that Chris Stanley is now the proud owner of a limited edition Hallway Reaper 78 package, including a limited newspaper print, mask stand, eye inserts, this certificate, and most importantly, the new Halloween Reaper 78 mask, sculpted and casted and painted by Val Horror Props. This man has gone all out. So yes, he does offer a limited edition package with all these pieces. So he's also done a newspaper article, which I love, just little bits and pieces and details like this, and a beautiful shot of Nick Castle from Halloween 1, which he's based this sculpt on, like not only this, but also that beautiful shot at the end of Halloween 1978. There we go. There's the shot there, the Hallway Reaper. He's also got some autumn leaves in here. Okay, so that's one beautiful layer down. I love he's layered it, the masks. Okay, I'll do the blank first. Oh my God. This is beautiful, man. Oh, wow. So this is the blank casting. Is that focus? Yep. So he's even sculpted the way the mask would wrinkle, which is quite impressive. I love that. Just those little details. And just, there's nothing better than like a fresh latex casting. Give you guys a nice close up there. I'm really looking forward to doing a custom collectible on this. This will be a lot of fun. Nervous as well, because you know, it definitely takes a special type of person to really nail the paint job on a 78 mask. That is great, man. Absolutely love that. Okay. Whoa, okay. Give you guys a look. There she blows. And I'm about to. Okay. Oh, yes. Look at that. Oh, that's beautiful, man. Oh, I love it. Absolutely love it. And he's got the eye plate in there as well. So what I love is that Vic hairs these with Kirk style hair and then goes in and actually sprays it. Which just, again, the detail, everything. Such brilliant craftsmanship, my friend. Little skerricks of hair on the sideburns here. And the ears have such a particular look. That's incredible, man. Absolutely love that. And we've got the Kirk flesh tones shining through, and it's signed on the inside as well. And this is a nice thick copy. This is great. Definitely holds its shape. Get it? So I might just take the eye plate out. It's just held in with a bit of tape just to hold it in place. Let's try this on. Hopefully I don't look too goofy. Gus just put his head up and he's like, what the fuck? It's a bit snug, but that's fine. I'd rather this than looking like a bobblehead. Hang on. Oh. It's getting toasty in there. So Vic has styled the hair and you just kind of got to futz with it a bit with those little pieces that fly out to the side right here. You got pieces that are going up there as well. And again, it just, that silhouette that it casts in the 1978 film. This is beautiful, man. Absolutely beautiful. I'm just gonna pop him down here and just see what else we have in here. So this is the mask stand. Beautiful. And I'm assuming it screws into here, mask stand part 2 of 2. Man, you've gone all out and just wrapped everything beautifully. That's great. The autumn leaves as well. Just screw that in. Handmade by Viktor André. Hallway Reaper, 1978. Right, so I've just popped him on my Lazy Susan, my little electronic Lazy Susan, just so you get an idea of how it looks, stuff like that. And this is unstuffed, you know, it may require a bit of futzing, but you can see all the darker streaks over the Kirk style hair and stuff like that. But this is great, man. What I'm gonna do now is jump into the study and we're gonna play with some lighting and achieve some different looks. You can even see there Val in gold on the back and those Kirky flesh tones that are bleeding through. Absolutely brilliant, man. What I find, in my opinion, is that blue lighting always complements a Myers mask, and this mask is no exception. This picks up all those extra details that could possibly be lost in natural lighting, like harsher lighting, whereas this controlled picks up all those finer details, and I just absolutely love it. It's such an interesting looking sculpt, and it changes on, you know, various head sizes, the way you stuff it, and that was the original Kirk mask. I'm just gonna zoom in. Give you guys a nice proper look at those details right there, like the sideburn, glue residue, everything. I love it. What happens if we go overhead like that? Oh, there we go. Look at that. There we go. I've just got an overhead ring light on the mask. That brings it all together. Holy shit, I am sweaty. Guys, to say I'm stoked is an absolute understatement. I love this mask. I'm finding new things to look at and stuff like that. You know, details on the ears, the eyebrows, everything. I just love how you can shift the shape, I guess you could say, of this particular mask, and it just changes so much depending on lighting, the way you stuff it. That's what makes these masks so much fun. So a massive thank you to Viktor for all your hard work. I'm very excited and very nervous to get started on that blank and do a custom collectible. The collector's edition pack that he does is well worth it. You get all the bells and whistles. And of course, a massive thank you to Connor for these beautiful 78 replica coveralls. In terms of what I plan to do with all this, I'd love to do a little museum bust, just kind of the shoulders, probably just halfway the torso with a floating hand with a case replica knife, probably from like Trick or Treat Studios or something. But as always, I will leave Viktor's details down below as well as Connor's info down below from Creepy Customs. So I don't know if I'm gonna stick to calling this Artist Spotlight, but I definitely wanna have a series where we showcase artists' beautiful work, independent artists that make high-end replicas and that just have a passion for not only horror props, but just props in general. Love you guts, and I'll catch you in the next one.